Let's face it, Instagram is always evolving. Hey, it allows me to keep this podcast going, right? Always new features, new things to talk about. And these latest Instagram updates are something that you're going to definitely want to make sure you understand how to use, whether you're using Instagram for products, whether you're using Instagram for your business, personal brand, you name it. These Instagram updates need to be on your radar. Welcome to this week's Rocky Mountain Marketing Quickcast. This is your go-to source for actionable advice and the latest news in social media and digital marketing. Every Thursday in just 8 to 12 minutes, I'm going to be delivering quick, impactful tips to help you stay ahead in the fast-paced digital landscape. I'm your host, Katie Brinkley. Let's dive into today's episode. Welcome back to this week's episode of Rocky Mountain Marketing. Today, we're going to be talking about some of the latest updates from the gram. Man, between Instagram, LinkedIn, TikTok, Facebook, you name it, they're always updating something. And with each update, sometimes it's just a little tweak, but it makes a huge difference. So we're going to be talking about some of Instagram's latest changes that they've been making and new features that they've been rolling out. Don't worry, got you covered with all of the insights on Instagram's latest. So we're going to talk about Instagram's latest updates, including improvements for the feed, how they're improving different feed posts, improvements for broadcast channels. If you still haven't made a broadcast channel like yours truly has not, but guess what I'm going to be doing after this episode? We're going to be talking about all of that. So let's dive right on in. Let's get started with updates to the feed. The feed is the OG spot of Instagram, the spot where we go to actually scroll and engage. And it's different from stories, it's different from reels. The feed feature is with carousel posts. I had a podcast recently about carousels and how Instagram has changed it from being just 10 slides to up to 20 slides. I have an entire podcast episode about that, but Cliff Notes version for this podcast is this change of adding up to 20 slides is just okay. Just because you can have 20 slides doesn't mean that you should. I have still found the sweet spot for carousel posts to be around 7 slides. If you're a realtor and you're showcasing a number of different pictures using all 20 slides, great. If you are a product-based business and you want to showcase a whole bunch of different images of your product or different colors or different sizes and showing it on somebody and somebody wearing it or holding it. Carousels use all 20 if you want to. But for those of you that are using Instagram to promote your podcast, to promote your videos, to grow your personal brand for your business, I still have found that sweet spot for carousels to be around 7. Again, you can use up to 20. That's the newest thing to come out from the gram. Now, next up, we have the new in-app text overlay feature. Yeah, so no more going to Canva to write on top of a picture. So let's say you are you want to upload a picture of, I just went on vacation. Let's say I want to upload a beautiful sunset picture and have that as part of my carousel post. I can write directly on that picture in Instagram now, and I don't need to go to a tool like Canva. The fonts match Instagram stories and reels, so it will look super native and like it belongs there in the feed. Plus, you can add custom stickers and even add your logo to these posts to help them stand out. Again, you can do this all directly in Instagram now. So, and again, too, Canva did just announce recently that they're going to be upping their prices. So, if you are looking to eliminate one of your softwares, you might be able to do that with this new in-app text overlay feature from Instagram. Next up for the latest updates, polls. Yes, I have been using polls for some of my posts in the feed, and they appear as small clickable icons in the corner of the post. Why is this awesome? Well, polls are a great way to gather opinions. It's how I get a lot of my information for this podcast. I ask people questions. People answer me, and it gives me ideas on what I should be creating content on and questions that maybe I should create a course around. Polls are a great way to engage with your audience and learn more about them. And plus, it's a very easy way to get engagement on your posts. So be thinking about a way to use polls with your feed posts and then generate some discussions. And I did see this recently, and I thought it was a really cool idea to pin a post that has a poll to it in your profile. So pin it to the top of your feed. So you get 3 of those, remember, that you can pin. And if you want people to engage more, if you have something that is a little bit more evergreen, you could use your post that has a poll on it as a pinned post and still keep generating those new engagements and learning from your ideal clients and customers. And now for a quick break. We've all heard that AI can change the way that you do business. If you have a podcast, if you have a YouTube channel, are you repurposing your long-form content to its full capabilities? And that's where Capsho comes in. Check out Capsho and how they can help you create more content by visiting katiebrinkley.live/Capsho today and start using Capsho and AI to work smarter, not harder. Just a note, if you use the links I provide, I may receive compensation. You know as well as I do that life can get pretty hectic sometimes. It happens to all of us. That's why I'm offering you a simple weekly reminder so you don't miss out on any of Rocky Mountain Marketing's episodes. If you're up for exclusive tips, juicy details, and some inspiring quotes to brighten your day, just sign up for the free email newsletter. All you have to do is head over to katiebrinkley.com/podcast newsletter or find the link in the show notes. All right, let's get back to the show. All right, now for those of you that are business owners and are selling products on Instagram, this next update you are going to be very excited about. This update streamlines the purchasing process by allowing you to tag products directly in your post. So you can include the product name, the price, and the direct purchase link. So it's even easier to sell things on Instagram and have your audience shop directly from their feed. No more having to use Linktree or sending people to your website and do all those extra things. They just click on the picture and they can go straight to the checkout. So if you have physical products or you're driving e-commerce sales, this feature is going to be a game changer. Just imagine being able to have your audience click and buy right there in the feed without leaving Instagram. It is a fantastic way to drive conversions directly from your content. Now, in the introduction, I also talked about broadcast channels, and I have been a little bit slow to the game. Broadcast channels were announced about 2 years ago. I remember at Social Media Marketing World in 2022, 2023. I don't even know what year it is anymore. 2023, broadcast channels had just come out, and I remember sitting down with my good friend Kat Sands, who anyone out there that is looking for a great person to follow and connect with. She lives in Australia. She has incredible fashion sense, and she's one of my favorite creators. But at the time, these broadcast channels were new. And after we left that conference, she went home, launched her very first broadcast channel. I'm still a part of it. There's like 5,000 people in there. Broadcast channels are a great way to send a direct message to all of your subscribers. So here's the catch, though. You have to have at least 10,000 followers. So maybe it'll be just a little bit longer before I go ahead and launch my own broadcast channel, because yours truly is sitting at around 7,800 followers on Instagram. If you don't follow me on the gram, be sure to head on over there to I am Katie Brinkley. But if you have 10,000 followers or more, this feature allows you to send one-way messages to your subscribers. So think of it as like a private newsletter within Instagram. It's perfect for exclusive updates, behind the scenes content, or product reveals. So Kat uses hers for a lot of different reveals for different outfits that she might have worn out, direct links to buy certain products that she wore. Instagram has also added channel tags to help you promote your broadcast channel right within your feed posts. So you can encourage your followers to join your channel for the special content, and once they're in there, you can engage with them in a much more intimate setting. And like I always say, the magic happens in the DMs. And just one more thing I want to talk about with broadcast channels, because all of you listeners, maybe you're like me and you haven't reached that 10K mark yet. If you haven't, just keep on going. We'll get there one day. But for those of you that have over 10,000 followers, this is a new feature that's really interesting within the broadcast channels. So Instagram is letting you go live inside your broadcast channel. This opens up a ton of possibilities for exclusive live content, intimate Q&A sessions, product reveals, or even just chatting with your most dedicated followers. And for those of you that want to level up your live, Instagram is now offering desktop live streaming. So no more having to go live through your phone and do a whole bunch of working around. I remember when I would go live on Facebook, I'd have my Instagram, my phone set up next to me, and I'd be trying to look between both monitors so I could be live in two places at once. Now you can go live directly through your desktop through Instagram Live Studio. And you can have better video quality then, easier management, you name it, comments, all of that can happen through the desktop with the Instagram Live Studio. So a lot of updates to the gram. And I think that with all of this, we're nearing 2025. 2025 is going to be here before we know it. And Instagram's setting us up for some cool features. So just to recap, the extended carousel posts up to 20 slides. I think it's perfect for those of you that are in the real estate industry or are selling products on Instagram. In-app text overlays, so you can write directly on pictures using just Instagram, not having to go to a third-party tool like Canva. I'm not going to be getting rid of my Canva account anytime soon, but if you are just creating content for Instagram, now you can create professional looking content with text overlays directly in the app. Number 3, polls to help boost engagement and get to know your audience better. Number 4, product tags, so you can sell directly from your feed and have people check out without ever having to leave the app. Number 5, broadcast channels. You can have that direct line to your most dedicated followers. And last but not least, live streaming directly from your desktop app, so you can get in there, have more high quality video and interactions in the feed. These updates are going to be incredibly useful, whether you're a creator, a marketer, a business owner, a podcaster, anyone that is looking to grow their audience and improve engagement. All of these features are going to help you. My challenge for you this week is to experiment with these new features. Maybe this week you try using the in-app overlay feature. Next week, maybe you try using the live streaming desktop feature. Start trying these new features out. Try adding polls to your posts. Use product tags if you are selling products on Instagram. Hey, start planning for when you hit that 10K mark and you can have a broadcast channel. What kind of content would you put out there for your most dedicated audience? Remember, social media, Instagram, Facebook, all of these social media platforms are constantly changing. And if you're not adapting, you are missing out. Test the extended carousels. Test a poll in your next post. Try using a product tag in the feed. Instagram is giving us all of these tools to keep evolving. And if you're not using these features, your competitors are. Thanks so much for listening to this week's episode of Rocky Mountain Marketing. I hope you're leaving with valuable insights and the inspiration to lead your market. If you've enjoyed our time together and found today's podcast episode useful, I have a small favor to ask of you. Please hit that subscribe button to stay updated with the latest episodes. And if you know someone who could benefit from these episodes, maybe a fellow business leader or an aspiring entrepreneur, go ahead and share this episode with them. Let's spread the knowledge and grow together. Also, I'd love to hear from you and continue the conversation beyond the podcast. Visit me at katiebrinkley.com to connect, to find more resources, or just to share your journey. And be sure to pick up your copy of my new book, The Social Shift, at katiebrinkley.com/book. Thanks again for tuning in. I'm Katie Brinkley, and I can't wait to dive into more strategies and stories with you on the next episode of Rocky Mountain Marketing. Let's keep on taking your marketing to new heights.